Welcome back, everybody. This is Cosmic. In the last part, we killed Draconis and freed Lark. Hooray! We're the hero. And in this part, I'm going to be boring as all hell, because I'm going to be going over the special techniques I said I was going to do in the last part, but because of the fact that the last part was a closing episode of stuff, I'm going to be going over them in this part. So, Sideswipe is obtained with Lunge. Rising Claw is obtained with Jump. Flying Saw Blades, which we started with, is obtained with Spin. Rolling Throw is obtained by using Somersault. Blurred Axe is obtained by using Backflip. On to page 2. Rising Crutch is obtained by using Crouch. Spiral Blade, which is the next one. I haven't shown you yet. Spiral Wave, sorry, on my list it's called Spiral Blade, is obtained by using Somersault. Impulse is High Jump. Divine Right is Push and Back Roll. We are starting to get fancy. Snowfall is Toss and Spin. Spinning Hawk is Backflip and Back Kick. Tidal Wave is Evade and Defensive Lunge. Splash Blade is Back Roll and Backflip. Angelic Lumberjack, which I think is still the most adorable sounding of these special techniques, is Somersault, Moonsault, and Backflip, even more intricate still. Buzzsaw of Doom is Double Jump, Somersault, and Lunge. Spike Strike is Whirl Slide and Moonsault, and Sparkling Rampage, which is our strongest, is Retreat, High Jump, Spin, and Tackle. So I'm going to start showing these off as they go, starting with Sideswipe, and I'll just be showing them off as they come up. And we can finally get on with our first quest. Now, I am going to be doing something to hopefully set up a quest that may or may not, well, it most likely won't end up being the quest that we're going to be going on in this part. But if you, anytime before you complete the Crimson Dragon, or anytime after you complete the Crimson Dragon, you want to go to Lumina, and as you may recall, our good buddies Diddle and Capella are here. Now, Diddle, unfortunately, is still not completely where he should be. So you want to come over here and just keep talking to him for a little bit, and if he's not doing anything important, or he doesn't just get up and walk away, just go off and complete a couple quests, and then come back and try it again. Because he will be important for a quest that we will be doing later, but for now we will be doing a different quest which will be taking place in the White Forest, and unfortunately we will most likely end up getting completely lost and turned around, but we will be running into 3 characters we have already met, 2 of which I like, 1 of which I only know exists and don't particularly care for, and it's these 3. Hooray! Oh wait, listen up, today is a very special day. So, Mr. Fuddy Duddy, what should we catch today, huh? I am not Mr. Fuddy Duddy, my name is Southerby, and we are going to be catching Willopees, which are, I don't know if you remember them, they're the small French pink blobs that we met in the jungle when these 3 were hunting Ducate. Now they are catching Willopees, or Lillipees, and they're worth 1,000 lucre each, and Hamson still can't do math, and Skippy still looks like a twig. And he's giving them incentive to catch more Lillipees. And Hamson is too stupid to remember. So he's just gonna go gather some pebbles, and we're gonna catch some Lillipees, because that's what we do. So, unfortunately, off the top of my head, I don't remember too much of this quest, other than that the quest objective is to catch Lillipees, obviously. However, we are not actually catching Lillipees. We are freeing them. As you're wandering throughout the forest, you will come across barrels that do not look like they quite belong. And inside each one of them is a Lillipede. And I believe you will also be coming across Hamson and Skippy, and you need to talk to them, and then eventually you'll end up at the, well, I don't want to spoil the quest because then there's no point in you watching it, so I won't get a. I will try to refrain from getting too far ahead of myself. But yeah, I'm excited to get back to recording. I have just under 2 weeks left, of school, or of summer before school starts up again, and then any free time I once had has officially become a myth. See, Hamson and Skippy will be running around catching or running after little peas, and you do not want them to be caught. I can't believe I was outrun by that little. Yes, you were. So now let's go see if we can track down Hamson and see if he's got any little peas. Another thing I should probably mention that I'm doing is I am still using the garden after every episode or so. I check it, and if it's gotten full of fruit and vegetables, I will pick all the vegetables and then I will place new vegetables, and that will be important. It's not really that important, however, you can grow something. It's called a golden clover, and we have the ability to use our first special, which is Sideswipe. So let's see what this does, and we will just completely whiff it. God damn it. But anyway, you can get, I believe it's called a golden clover. I might be thinking of a quest, but I do know that the golden clover, or whatever the item is incredibly difficult to grow. I've never grown it myself because I've never really had the patience to. But it is useful for weapon smithing and armor smithing. So if you're into that sort of thing, there are guides available online. I will not be going over that, but yeah, after a while I might have already mentioned this, but after a while the tree will give you a produce encyclopedia, and then after a while further he will give you a second reward, which I will be attempting to get. I probably won't get it for a while, and if I don't get it, I'll just make a note of it. He got away, all cuss of me. So yeah, trying to get back to the produce thing. So let's see if we can try this Sideswipe again. What is going on? Am I supposed to have the end of my blade line up with them? Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Like I've said before, I've never used half of these. Usually when I just get Sparkling Rampage and then just set it to that, and set it and forget it. That's all I use, and I leveled up. Hooray. But I will be giving Sideswipe one more try. And oh, look, a barrel. So these are the barrels that the lil peas are in. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure how many there are. However, yeah. I do know of where I can go to figure that out. Well, loosely figure that out. There's a certain part of the White Forest that you're eventually trying to get to. And if you have found all the little peas that are out in the forest that you're trying to rescue, it will progress. Sorry, that was a burp. It will progress the quest, obviously, because you've done your first objective and you moved on to the second objective. However, if you haven't found all the little peas, then you need to go back out and keep looking for them, which is why I'm not a huge fan of this quest. But I do like Hamson and Skippy. So let's give this one last shot. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure you can get the gist of. Hey, look, it didn't even look any different. So that's Sideswipe for you. I believe. Well, duh, we just used it 3 freaking times unsuccessfully. And these stupid reindeer doodads that are very evasive. Gotta stay calm. And if I feel like this has been taking way too long, I will start cutting some stuff out, but I'm doing better than I expected to. Usually I'm wandering around aimlessly. Yeah, this is where you want to be. If you talk to Reverend Novile over here, he will say, "You found the legendary village of the Lillipes, but they will not let me in. I think there is a Lillipie who is still in trouble in the forest. How about helping them?" Now, the problem is he doesn't tell you which direction it's in, so I'm going to guess that it's over this way, because I don't believe I've been over this way yet. However, it is also possible that it is off and to the left rather than to the right, so I will just end up wandering around. However, I'm not sure if Reverend Novile will tell you specifically what number it is. He told me there is a Lillipie, but it is possible that that is the same line, even if you have, say, 3 or 4 that you're still missing. And that is the second Ash. As far as I can tell, there are only 2 in the game. Random tidbit of information for you. And I think this is where we fought. We came across Skippy moments ago. So I think I want to head over to the left. Yeah. So I'll head over to the left, and I will hopefully come across the last barrel with Lillipes in it. Now we can progress. See what Reverend Novile in the village of the Lillipes has to do. I feel like that's a reference to that one dude that was tied down by all those people. It was a movie with Jack Black and Catherine Tate and Jason Segel. And we can use Rising Claw, and I am not nearly close enough, I don't think. Oh, nope, I got him. Hooray! The mushroom died. It's got nice, pretty hearts on it, and it's dead. Oh, man. I am not... Well, I mean... I sort of am, but I'm sort of not. Looking forward to going back to school. I'm excited to go back and be awesome. Oh, we don't even really need to show off flying saw blades, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm looking forward to going back, and I recently found out I won't have classes on Wednesday, so at least that's a positive. For a couple months at least. But I'm not looking forward to the fact that free time will have become a myth. Not to mention, Saints Row 4 comes out in 1 week, and I will lose all sense of productivity once that game comes out, because I will probably be playing it from sunup to sundown, rinse and repeat for several days. I think I want to keep going this way. Not too familiar with this place. But there is treasure over here, so at least there's that. And it's a clear feather. That reminds me of a thing that I said I was going to show off, but I never did. There is a pretty easy way of making lots of cash. Come on! Shit. I'm stuck in the loop. Stuck in the loop! Flying saw blades! We've all seen this thousands of times before, but you know what? I don't care. I don't know what else there is to say. I forgot to switch off my skills. I need to find a Lillipie. Oh no, I missed something. Alright, what's our next skill to learn? Special technique. Rolling throw, why not? Please tell me that the next Lillipie is over here. Yes! Thank goodness, now we can start heading back to Reverend Novile. Novile? Novuli? I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it, and he's a clergyman, so it doesn't even friggin' matter. Priests aren't real anyway, neither are reverends, with the only exception being Reverend Norm from Reverend Norman, Brother Justin. Anybody that's seen Carnival will probably get that reference. And if you have seen a Carnival, you are infinitely more awesome than anybody who has not seen it, because it is a fantastic show. The only problem with it is that it's only 2 seasons long and it ends on a cliffhanger. Which, well, not really a cliffhanger, but it leaves itself... It left itself open for a 3rd season, and it's not going to get a 3rd season. Is this the way that I want to go? No, it's not. It's down... That's not the way I want to go either. Well, fuck. Oh well. Looks like we can be lost in the forest for just a little longer. Isn't that exciting? Are you excited? I'm excited. You know, of all the places in the world, I've leveled up twice. Wow. Of all the places in the world that you could be lost, top 3 choices: Mausoleum, Cemetery, and the woods. Hands down. Alright, so I think down here is the way that we want to go. To get back to the village of the Little Peas, say hi to Jack Black, and use Rolling Throw on these 2 stupid silk-spitting bastards. And the rabbit will just be back there, but biting me. Why am I burping so much? That's gross. Luckily you guys can't hear it because I've been relatively silent, but it does sound like I'm hiccuping. But no, in case you were wondering, those are burps. And those are silk spitters, and I didn't change my... Nobody gives a shit. I don't give a shit. Let me get the item, please, sir. Thank you. Stop using your axe on my face. It hurts. You know what else hurts? My arms hurt. I went to the gym yesterday. It was exciting. I got made fun of by some old guy who can't walk. Because I was in the middle of a set. Or I was in the middle of sets, and he just comes across. He comes up to me and he's like, "Why are you waiting around? You haven't even done anything yet." This is it! I bet the Little Pea Village is up ahead. Get the whole bunch, and I'll be an exec before you know it. But you know what? I'm gonna let you have... My goodness, my throat is rebelling against me. We ain't alike, but we're alike, but they don't matter. Or they don't care because they're gonna go off and start their own Legend of Hamson. You can't get white floating text in the middle of a quest. That's absurd. Legend of Skippy and Legend of Hamson. Mama, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to give a fresh start. They're running away from their debt, and they ain't gonna do some stuff. And the 2 best friends part ways. Never to be heard from again. And when I was a kid, that was probably one of the saddest moments in this game. What was even more sad is that Legend of Hamson and Legend of Skippy aren't actual quests that you get to go on. So here we are in the village of the Little Peas, and Reverend Novile is finally in. And he always thought the Little Peas were only a legend, but Memphis was talking about their history. With clay and thread, they crafted more of their own kind. I can speak Little Pean from my years of studying them, and he will, if you come across any Little Peas, when he closes his eye, he sees a green wiggly. That will be important later. Reverend Novile will just stand there, and if you talk to Little Peas while they're close enough to him, he will translate them for you. And he's not just going to stand there the entire time. I don't know what the criteria is for making him move, but he will start moving slowly to the left. Yes, he says he likes mushrooms. Me too, little buddy. Me too. Yes, they say that they welcome you. But he will slowly be working his way to the left, where we will be talking to this gentleman right here. And hopefully he won't get stuck. And let's see, they welcome me. I feel so welcomed. What do you say? He is tired from all the running around. Well, you know what? No one cares. Come on, you can do it. What do you have to say? He says that his back is itchy. Well, he's got a pitchfork, man. I'm sure he can scratch it himself. Are we close enough to this guy? Nope. Almost. Pwah! Yes. It seems that this one is the village elder. As you can tell by the fact that his eggs have hatched into a bird. Ah, yes. What, on the mountain to the north? No. Near the lake? No. Somewhere in the forest? Yes. The Fountain of Youth? Nobody tell Jack Sparrow. Something wonderful? Nobody tell just about anybody. A terrible monster? There's a terrible monster. So, we should go kill it. Or stay away. Or have a look. Go kill it? Yes. What else are you going to do with a horrible monster in the forest? He is a forest monster and he wants us to kill it. He says he will guide you. Well, that's wonderful. And a great reward? Of course not. There is never a reward big enough for saving people. And apparently the Lil P doesn't even understand us, so it doesn't matter. But this is what we want to do, and we want to set our next special technique to Blurred Axe. Rear area attack. I need to keep that in mind when I'm trying to use it. And you recognize this guy? We've fought him before. He is no different from the last time. Oh, hey, look, I can use this, my special technique already. I hope it hits. But you never know. Oh, look, I got him. And he's dizzy. So this fight will probably be over pretty quick. Oh dear, he's going to use something against me. I think he's sending locusts. Locusts. Nobody tell Marcus Phoenix. Oh, I think that's the dude from Gears of War. I could be wrong. Nobody quote me on that one, or do quote me on that one, and I get to make fun of you when you're found out to be wrong, or I get praise when you're found out to be right. So I guess it's a win-win for me. So if you know what, go ahead and quote me on that one, but don't blame me when it turns out you're wrong. But he is now dead, which means that our quest is basically at an end. We just got impaled, but it doesn't even matter. Anyone can see. It doesn't even matter to us. So that is that. The Lil P's are saved from Hamson and Skippy, and the other is very thankful for all we have done, and we get some gold! I love gold! And Sotheby is wondering where they went. Lil, does he know they're never coming back? Did I already mention that Legend of Hamson and Legend of Skippy aren't actual quests you get to do? I think I did, or I was in the middle of saying it, but then I got sidetracked because I am an moron that also doesn't know how to speak good. But yeah, it was always a little disappointing because I like those characters. They seem like nice enough people that got into a bad way somehow and just ended up running off. But anyway, that's the end of that quest. A little longer than I was expecting it to be, actually. Not gonna lie to you. But it's done now. And we're going to call it an episode here after we talk to our cactus. And hopefully I will stop having gas attack. Oh, just had one right there. And pwah is the response from our cactus. But anyway, if you like this part, please hit like. If you want to, I don't know. If you want to see more special techniques, I would recommend subscribing if you haven't already. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, leave them in the comment section below. And I'll see you in the next one.